Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's TYT, and you're on TYTV. So it's 11:40. I've had an eventful morning already. Not like that eventful, but man, I took my daughter to work. Then I did a couple of. I did only one delivery, and then I went to try to get a personal loan from this credit union. And it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work out for me. It's all good though. You know, I couldn't get it, but it's all good. I just like when I moved from Arizona. Like this time last year, I got the same kind of personal loan from a credit union. Paid off my credit cards. So my credit card, like I had no credit card balance really until like August, September, like when I had to pay my electric bill or whatever on it on my one card. And then ever since then, it's just been charge. Especially when we started moving here. Like I was having problems with the Dodge. I had to go buy just several parts, like, you know, the shocks and stuff like that, man. So just charging. And then when we got to Oklahoma, you know, I had like $1,900 cash, but then ended up having to pay that for my rent, you know. But anyway, you know, so that totally threw me off. So then now yeah. So around this time, you know, I had to charge my credit card for the security deposit for the place that we're at. You know, I ended up charging the truck. I was charging gas to get here. So with all that, you know, that totaled up to about $6,000. You know, so that killed that card, which already had $2,000 on it. So it's just been a long, like, stressful year. And now I'm like up in my head in debt, and I'm trying to, you know, have a good summer, but don't seem like my summer's gonna be too good because I'm gonna be working. But I'm gonna try to make it so where I have some time so I can do something, you know. But hopefully by then I done paid a lot of this stuff down. I'm just about to go crazy for the next couple of months, y'all. So I'm headed to pick up a catering order right now. So that's what I'm about to do, and then get back out towards the house, pick up Keela from work, and then it's just grind time the rest of the day, y'all. I mean, I gotta take Ray to work too, but you know, no time for slacking. I just gotta make it happen. Man, so I was just, you know, replaying my video that I just uploaded, and I was saying like how it's just a day in the life of your boy TYT. I'm always messing up. Well, here I go again, messing up. This pickup for this catering order was supposed to be at 11:35. So why did I think the pickup was like at 11:50 something? I'm thinking I'm early. I'm late. I get there 15 minutes, 20 minutes late. So now I'm gonna be 15 minutes late for the drop off. Just the life of your boy. Y'all, man. So after I did my catering order, y'all, I did another delivery. Then I picked up my daughter from work. She had to go to Walmart, and then we went home. And I had my apps on, but I was sitting there, and I wasn't getting no delivery, so I just sat there. Anyway, let's. Well, I tried to go out working, guys, but I didn't really get too much of nothing. As soon as I left out here, no, when I was at home, I don't know when it was, when I got that first Sonic, but it was a $2 delivery. And then, you know, I don't know what the hell I was doing, guys. I can't even, remember. But then I'm out there and I'm getting ready to come home. You know, I'm like, forget it. It ain't nothing going on. And then they sent me a $2.75 delivery from Sonic, and then I sat there for like 12 minutes waiting for this order, and nobody ever said nothing. So I left. I end up unassigning it, but I'm getting ready to take Ray to work, so hopefully we can have a better night. So just took Ray to work, so now it's grind time, y'all. It's time to really get it in, make some real money. I've been slacking today. Well, it's not so much. Well, I don't know. I got to manage my time a little bit better, you know. But I'm out here now, y'all. So let's get it. So last night, guys. I went to go pick up Ray from work. Forgot the camera at home, which is okay. I probably won't vlog but like one little clip anyway. But man, my eye out of nowhere, like y'all probably could tell how red it is. You know, like it's been fine since I got poked in the eye. Like it was fine. I was feeling good. And out of nowhere yesterday, it just started hurting. Like, you know what I mean? Like bright light. So when I got home, I just went right to bed. So then, middle of the night, I'm like, man, like this is bothering me. And I had drank a lot of liquids yesterday, so like I'm getting up, gotta go to the bathroom like every hour. So then, something tell me, this is like, man, just take some, not aspirin, but a painkiller, you know, like Advil. So then I took some Advils, went back to bed, and woke up. Now I'm good. My eyes still red and stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm still good. Oh my gosh. The light is out, guys, and people don't know right of way. So we will see how this works. Like these cars didn't even stop, but I guess they, you know, think that they still should go. Oh my gosh. But the catering apps, I'm headed to a catering order, by the way, guys, but the catering app that I use, it, you know, like if you have to confirm your order, you know, and then the hour before it, like if you haven't confirmed it, they'll text you and be like, you know, you got 15 minutes to answer. Man, I missed all that, and then I get a phone call. That's the last resort. They call me, and then I turn my app on and stuff, so I'm good, man, but I've been woke ever since. But it's a 7:15 catering order, picking up, going right downtown to some doctor's office. Back over here to take my daughter to work or whatever, but so this morning has been crazy for me, man, already, you know, but I'm good. I'm good. But anyway, I'll let y'all in a little bit. So I'm at Dunkin' now, y'all. I had to get my coffee, you know. But as I can see, it's another catering order. Well, no, not a big one. It was like the hospital orders every morning. from here, that Hospital Cafe. And I live right around the corner from here. They never get those 6 a.m. catering orders. But I think should get it like twice a week. Since I live right by Dunkin'. You know, but it is what it is. But it'd have been nice, you know, like if I can get 6 a.m. one, do the little 7 o'clock one, and have a few catering orders out even before like 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Yo! Man, I had to come on the vlog, y'all. Man, it's been a hell of a day today already. But you know, I've been pushing myself to keep working, so you know, of course it's gonna be a hell of a day if you can keep working. But you know, as soon as I picked up my daughter, I turned my grub up right back on. You know, so I've been out here all morning. It's like almost 2 o'clock right now, guys, and I'm basically averaging like $20 an hour right now. So that's what's up. You know, out here in OKC, if you averaging $20 an hour, that's good. So I'm gonna just try to keep this up because I need to make a killing. You know, it just is what it is. But anyway, man, holla at y'all a little bit. Yo, good morning, fam. It's the next day, man. You know, when it comes to vlogging and stuff, like if I don't have nothing, I just don't have nothing. Like I don't try to force the content or clips, you know. So, but anyway, man, I was just listening to well, I'm listening to Sway in the morning, and it was you know, the show just started not too long ago, and the first caller in was a kid. And Sway was telling him to believe in himself and all this stuff, and then he plays a song, and then the song goes off, and then he comes back, you know, and he was telling a story about him going to a restaurant, and you know, like he eventually met the owner's daughter. And then they were talking, and then he asked him who her dad was. And the dad was, you know, an actor from an episode of The Twilight Zone or whatever, you know. And, you know, it was about some boxer or whatever, and the kid, you know, like, believes in the boxer, and he was telling the boxer he got to believe in himself, but you know, and stuff like that. But you know, Sway, he knew the story like cold. He can tell it way better than I can. You know, it's like he watched the thing yesterday. But anyway, the kid in the episode basically was the girl's father. You know, he's 77 now. But like, that's just crazy, you know, for Sway to be, you know, such a, you know, big into the Twilight Zone or whatever. Remember the episode like that, and to come for that to come full circle is just crazy. So I just had a catering order, guys, and I delivered it to the wrong place. That's never happened in the 2-3 years, maybe 3 years, 2022. So yeah, in the 3 years that I've been doing catering orders, has this ever happened to me, guys? And like, I'm just the type of person where I want to do things correctly. So then, like, when I don't do, you know, when I make a mistake or whatever, like, it's not like that I take it hard, but it makes me feel a certain way. So I'm kind of like upset right now, even though I just talked to Easy Cater and they was like, oh, you know, it's not your fault. I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, man, from this one mistake, I don't want to mess up all my caterings. But it's Friday, y'all. I'm out here, so you know, it's time to get it pushing and get out my feelings. So what's good, fam? Man, my bad, like with the vlogs and the quality of the vlogs and stuff like that. I just been kind of going through it because, you know, I kind of touched on me needing to make money and stuff like that. But, man, that move just kind of killed me, y'all. Like, it just killed me. I was charged way more than I expected to charge on my credit card during that time. And then compound with me not making my normal money that I'm normally used to making in January, February, and part of March. Like March, you know, kind of that's when I started turning it around, and then my car broke down. And now I'm back on it again. But now it's tax time, guys. Like, so I need to file my taxes, but I pay taxes, and I pay about $4,000 or $5,000 every year on my taxes. And before any of you experts, you know, jumping in talking about, you know, you can do this, you can do that. Like, I've tried all the deductions and all that stuff. That's just what it comes down to, man. You know. But yeah. So, but with the move, like I always reserve my taxes to pay on my credit card. And then when we came down here, you know, we stayed at an Airbnb for like a week, you know, struggled to find a place, had to rent a car, and all these other different things, just, you know, and then when I went back to Arizona, I had to rent a car out there, and then rent the truck, and then the trailer. So all that added up, and it basically ate up all the money that I had to pay my taxes. So like now, you know, I went to try to get a personal loan the other day. You know, the last place I went was to a credit union, and I learned that when you go through a credit union, you can save big on interest, but then also it's an easier way to get a loan, you know, than going through banks, because banks will shoot you through hoops and everything. But I went to the credit union the other day, and I got declined. You know, I already got a personal loan through one credit union, and I'm financing my car through one, and then my credit card debt. So I maxed out on my two major credit cards. My Chase, like, it's up there, but it's not like to the max, and my other one is, yeah, it's bad. So I'm in a pickle, guys. So basically I'm just gonna have to take the penalty. I'm gonna have to take the penalty, you know, but like the next couple of months, you know, just getting that extra $2,500 each month is gonna be a struggle. But I'm gonna do it, man. You know. But then at the same time, I need to pay that credit card down. You know, so that's where the extra $2,500 comes in. So now it's like, how? Now normally I've been making like $900 to $1,000 a week. Like the last couple of weeks I've been making like 11 to 13. So if I can get that up to 15 a week, that's basically an extra $300 a month right there, if not even more. Did I say $300 a week? If not more. But with that being said, I have to make $250 every day. Now, it's been a challenge trying to hit 250, especially earlier in the week. So it's gonna be a straight push, guys. Now, of course, you know, the $2,500 isn't all in the extra, you know, that I'm making. Of course, it's combined with everything else I'm already making, you know. But if I can get that extra $1,200–1,300, I think I can do it. You know, even if I got to stretch it out, you know, until August or whatever. But man, I just it could be May, June, I mean July. I was got to take those penalties, you know. Sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. Man, I am so annoyed right now, like with DoorDash. I just really need to get on Uber. I need to get on Uber Eats, y'all. Like, I tried to sign back up for them before I left Arizona, but for some reason, like, they didn't run my background check again like they said that they would. But you know, and then DoorDash, like, you speak to their, you know, you try to talk to their customer service, but you can't. It's basically you talking to a computer or automated AI answer on the chat, even on the phone. Like, they won't just connect you over to somebody and then all of their options aren't aligning with what your problem actually is. And since you're talking to the computer, you know, you say it's one thing and they're like, oh, and then they say, all you got to do for that is this, and it's not what I'm calling for. So I just kind of want to punch the phone, but that's just me, you know, because any other person, they would have just got it unassigned and just moved on. But I mean, why make somebody else drive to the restaurant and go through the same thing? You know, if they could just cancel it. But then, like DoorDash, they like, okay, well, if they can't get the order, then just order it and then pay for it with your red card, which 9 times out of 10 don't. Well, sometimes the red card works, but most of the times it don't work. And then they was like, and if you don't have a red card, just pay for it yourself and then they will reimburse you. Who's doing that? At KFC for a 12-piece bucket of chicken. You think like it sounds cheap, and then they be like 30, so you be like, what the hell? What's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy TYT, and you're on TYTV, guys. Man, so I've been vlogging every day, but a lot of footage, I don't know, man. I haven't looked back at it, but you know, when I think back at it, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to post it. You know, I've been talking about a lot of personal things, not so too personal, but personal nonetheless. Mainly about, you know, paying my taxes and, you know, stuff like that, and financial things and the reasons why I'm in those situations. But wow, oh man, I'm back on the scene looking all crispy and clean, guys. I've been like really liking the way that this camera's been looking, you know, or the way that this camera has me looking, you know, because for the most part, like on my other channel, my GoPro be dirty. So, you know, at nighttime when you start getting to the lights, like during the day it's not too bad, but it's cool. We looking fresh in the flesh right now. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. This is Saturday. I'm trying to get back to my normal regular schedule as far as vlogs go, but you know, like I always fall back into the same routine of starting to record in the morning and then maybe a little bit in the afternoon and then So what? A 5-minute video? That ain't gonna work, you know. But I actually had a subject. Wow. D.R. Horton, American builder. You know, they build a lot of houses in Arizona, but I only have saw that in Arizona. You know, it's a lot of builders that you see everywhere, but that's a huge one in Arizona. So, but I guess that kind of hits on what my subject was today, man. Is I'm in Edmond, Oklahoma, guys. You know, it's known to be a pretty nice area. You know, Rachel Lisa, her son, she said her son lives out here, and she recommended I work out here. You know, she said that, you know, when she was here, you know, she did a pretty, you know, a few good deliveries, which were, you know, I think it was like Instacart or something like that, but I can't get on Instacart because I'm living that triple F life, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm out here in Edmond, guys. I had a Grubhub send me from Oklahoma City out here, and I just turned my dash on, and I'm still on Grubhub. Like, I'm on my way to a Grubhub right now. So we're gonna go and pick up some Papa John's. I'm totally going the wrong way, guys. I'm messing up. I'm messing up so bad. All right. I'm messing up, so I'm gonna holler at you, mugs. All right, guys. So kind of goes along with what I was just talking about. You know, so I'm in a different area. Like, I've been out here for like catering orders and stuff like that, but not so much just doing regular deliveries, you know. And I thought that I was headed in the right direction, you know. The funny thing about Grubhub, you know, they have like the in-app map, which I like, but I can also use it with the Apple CarPlay, like DoorDash and all those other apps. You can't, like some of the catering orders, you can use Apple Maps, but it don't let you use the CarPlay. You know, a lot of them, like, they use Apple Maps, but you know, you can't use it with CarPlay. But anyway, so I'm well, I don't even know if it's Apple CarPlay, by the way, but just CarPlay. But anyway. But I had it plugged in, but I didn't have it hooked up on the screen. Like, if I had it hooked up on the screen, I would have noticed it. So I'm basically passing up where I just was. I would have been at the place like, oh my gosh, like, I'm totally turned around. Like, this map, just doesn't look right as far as direction go, but of course it is. But I thought that I was headed east, but no, I was going south. I thought I was going east, but I was going south. So I got to get used to this area, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay out here as long as I can, or until one of these apps send me outside the area, back towards OKC. But man, but Edmond, which is my subject, Edmond, I don't know, like, you know, like, this is a very nice town, but everything, most of it is new. You know, like a whole bunch of, like, you know, new houses, of course, like bigger houses. I don't know how to say that this is a gated community right here, but I mean these are just regular middle class homes, I would guess. On this side of the street, you know, so it's a mixture, but it's still, everything is new. You know, like the neighborhood that I just delivered in. Right when you go into the neighborhood, it's a apartment, a luxury apartment complex. Right when you drive, you know, into that neighborhood, it's right at the beginning. So, you know, everything is new. So, like, I'm just wondering, like, you know, Oklahoma is known for tornadoes and stuff like that. That's not new. Looks like we're in OKC somewhere. But so I'm just wondering, like, did this town get wiped out, from a tornado or something? Like, you know, like. Because I've been like to the older part of town, but like this is like the outskirt. But this, most of the town is new. Just like where I was just had a catering order on the University of Oklahoma, Norman. Like Norman is like this town. You know, it don't have a college in it, but everything's new. Like the place that I delivered at. Oh yeah, right by where I was just talking about. It's nothing but brand new restaurants and stuff like that, like McDonald's, like just regular chain, Chick-fil-A, Panda, like all those places. They look like they haven't been open a year. You know. So I'm just curious about that. Maybe I should Google Edmond and the history of tornadoes. Man, I need to just start searching for apps other than DoorDash. Cause this DoorDash stuff, man, like, oh, I'm so stressed out. Like, I've been doing Grubhub all day. But since 7 o'clock, I've been so stressed out over this. Hold on. What the hell? There's some dumb ass deliveries. Oh my gosh. At least it's $19. Gosh. Yo, man, so I am finally home, guys. It's 10:30. I've been home for about 10-15 minutes and sat here, you know. Boy, it has been really stressful, like the last few hours. Like, I had a good day all day, then 7 o'clock hit, and then it was just like, but anyway, DoorDash, you know, been playing games, so like I just been doing Grubhub all day, and then I turn my DoorDash back on, and then they come back on more games. You know, they have this tier program, so rewards, points. So over 85 points, then you're platinum, so you can turn your app on whenever you want, you know, Dash Now. So that's what I really want it for, is just so I can Dash Now. Because if you can't Dash Now at any time, like, I'm gonna be struggling to stay online. But man, it's just been crazy though, guys. Like, they have this one rating that basically, you know, you get most of the points for, and that's the on time rate. And ever since they started this program, point system or whatever, like I've been even before that, because like I would be in Arizona and I'm like, like it would always annoy me, even though it really didn't make a difference, that I could be 2 minutes away from a restaurant, and they, I mean, from the house, from the restaurant, and they would still give you only 2-3 minutes to get to the drop off. So they didn't give you enough time to drop off. But it always annoyed me. And then now they have that metric, so where out of the 100 points, you get 30 for being on time and stuff like that. You know, and then 30 for like acceptance rate, and so like you can control your acceptance rate, but you can't control the on time thing, especially when restaurants lollygag and stuff like that. So I've been struggling with that. And then when you late or decline an order, you instantly see, a change in your numbers. But I swear, like I've been focusing on being on time since being in Arizona, and when like I always do DoorDash right correctly. Like I don't try to do Grubhubs while I got DoorDashes and stuff like that. But still, you know, they mark me late when I know I wasn't late, or they just don't give you enough time to get there, and you got to speed there. It's funny. It's funny. But anyway, guys. So between that and then just the type of deliveries that they send, it's you know. So, and they use that thing against you, you know. So I'm at 85 points. If I drop down below 85 points, then I'm not able to dash when I want to. Dash now. So I'm right on the cusp of, going down to gold status instead of platinum. And DoorDash knows that, so they just send me whatever they want. Be like, and it's annoying. It's very annoying. I mean, especially at 7 o'clock at night, at the height of dinner time. I mean, yeah, I know it's a lot of bad deliveries out there, and everybody wants the good ones. But, they got to get somebody to do the bad ones. But it's just frustrated the hell out of me today. I mean, but that's the reason why I haven't been DoorDashing as much, and I just been in just straight Grubhub most of the time, most of the day today. And then as soon as I turn that DoorDash on, like I had a good day all day until I turned my DoorDash on, and then here comes the stress. And then, I turned DoorDash off, and then I just needed like 20 something more dollars to be done to reach my goal, which was $250 today. And so, like after doing 3 straight DoorDashes, making $30 in 2 hours, my numbers like went way, you know what I'm saying, on a Saturday night, from 7 to almost 9, and then I turned DoorDash off. So then I turned on Grubhub, and it's just around that time where bad deliveries start coming through. So Grubhub, like I declined one, and then I get one which was like basically almost $20. It was 19 something, and I accepted it. It was 2 orders from one place I was right by there, and then Popeyes I had to drive to, and then both of the deliveries was far, and they was far from each other. I don't know how they tried to pair those two together, but they did. Um, um, but basically, the first place that I picked up, that was fine. So then I get to Popeyes. And I don't know what's up with the management in that store, but Popeyes as a whole has, as far as like food delivery goes, has a bad reputation. But like the one in Arizona, I used to didn't like that, but like them. But then like the store caught on fire. But then it eventually opened back up. However much time it took, it opened back up. So then they had new people working there, new management and everything. And every time you come there, most of the time the food is done. If it's not, it don't take them that long to get it done. But you could clearly see the difference in the way that the store was ran. And today, oh my gosh, like this girl, she was trying to do 2-3 things at one time instead of doing one order at a time, getting done with that one. I mean, you will be more efficient and you will be faster. So she lollygagging, she's doing the order, and she's looking back, listening to the conversation of the cashier instead of just focusing on what she's doing. And then my order had a chicken sandwich in it, so then she goes and makes a chicken sandwich. But then she makes like 3 other chicken sandwiches for other orders. But if she would have just knocked my chicken sandwich out, like all the rest of the food was sitting there on the counter. She took all this time making like 5 chicken sandwiches instead of just getting mine done and putting it in a bag. So then she makes other ones, and then she's looking. But all this took 20 minutes when it probably shouldn't even took that long. It was a simple order. It was like a surf and turf meal, a chicken sandwich, a large red beans and rice, and a macaroni, and then 2 strawberry biscuits. That was it. And it took her 20 minutes to put that together because she can't focus. So, at that point, I mean, that was my last delivery, but that kind of threw me over the edge, guys. And I was pretty much over it, and I've just been in a bad mood since 7 o'clock. But I'm home now. I'm trying to relax. I didn't even edit my video from yesterday. So I got like, and then I got tons of footage on